Oh, yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another daily Casper and crypto live stream, and I'm sure most of you are feeling very anxious maybe right now due to the current market conditions. We are seeing massive amount of blood in the water. Turbo down 13.6%, Gala down 11%, Ultra down 7%, Algorand 11%, Kaspa'S currently down 3.08% on the daily time frame, valued at 11.75 cents. Bitcoin has lost the $100,000 level. Currently it's coming down, valued at $98,000, down 2.36% on the daily time frame. What's the reason why, and what we're looking forward to realistically? Is the kind of the nature of today's stream. Well, the long story short, it's due to Donald Trump and due to the tariff he's implemented and the reaction from Canada and what this can mean for the market right now. So we're going to get into that in the stream today. And as the title of the stream states, Trump just saved Kaspa'S bull cycle. The reason why is because the long story short is the news we're going to cover, while very important, we are seeing more, leaks, if you will, from the likes of exchanges like crypto.com, Binance and OKX, seemingly hinting at a Casper listing. But more importantly, should these tariffs right now, which are causing correction in the market, and I think there's a possibility now Bitcoin may come down to 92k, we'll have to wait and see. As a result of this is giving Casper more time to release their developments, release their 10 block per second, their smart contracts, their stablecoin, all of which we've got some updates in today's stream, and many more developments that of course will beat Casper, more ingrained into the space, adoption rising more and more, institutional adoption, ETFs, all of that sort of stuff as well. So right now, while I imagine many are concerned, I believe this is just short-term fear. Right now it's a lot of uncertainty, and I do believe that starting tomorrow as well, when the stock market opens up again tomorrow, you'll see even more downside, because right now the markets are closed over the weekend and Trump's obviously released this news. It's caused the market to correct here. When the markets open up again, you'll see probably a massive amount of selling. But one thing that we have to keep in mind, and we'll go through this again later on when we get through the news, is currently institutions, they are still not selling. They're selling right now. We have seen over $135 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past hour alone. This was taken about 3 hours ago, this timestamp. But despite this liquidation, it's not coming from retail, it's not coming from exchanges or whales. Look at this. The white line here highlights the price. The pink line here highlights the large holders, so that be institutions and massive whales, and the purple one highlights the retail. The price dip is a result of retail selling ample amount because they are uncertain. Institutions, they are not worried at all. Why? Because they understand where the market's still going. They see the level of adoption coming through to crypto. Even India is now going to review their stance on cryptocurrencies due to its global policy changes. We're seeing a massive shift and adoption with crypto. And even though Trump's now releasing these tariffs, we're going to get into again in a moment, which has caused some pullbacks in the market, severe ones at that, and people are very unsure right now, we have seen how bullish Trump is on crypto. So how long we have to wait, I'm not sure. Right now, my stance is still that we're going to be seeing a market similar to 2017, which therefore means we will see a top in around November, December time. If that is the case, that gives Kaspa'S time to release potentially Dagnite, as meant to be coming out, smart contracts coming out in Q3, Q4, 10 BPS coming out fully in May 1st, stable coins, and so much more. Casper will have all the time in the world to push out the developments, and then that will give Casper a much higher chance, which I've been saying for a while as a possibility of such, of Casper resembling a similar pump to that of Solana in the last cycle. We saw no movement until August, which will be around the time Casper makes all their big developments and adoption starts going. Around August time, we saw Solana pump from 10 million, 10 billion market cap up to almost 80. 3 months. That's how quickly this space can change. Short-term pullbacks, but how this space can change drastically in such a short span of time. And Casper, while it is extremely undervalued right now, I think you'll see very similar cases for Casper as well when adoption starts growing more and more. Of course, a lot to cover in the stream. We'll get into all of this in a moment. So, of course, if you enjoy these streams, especially during times right now, and you like these streams, I'll be doing these streams daily for God, 80 odd days in a row, something like that, then leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more, because make no mistake, we have been in this position before. When I first started streaming, Kaspa was valued at 20 cents at all-time highs, and then we saw a crash following the yen carry trade. We've been in a situation before. We've seen correction in the market. We've been here since Bitcoin was only around 60, 70k. We were still here when Bitcoin was down to 50k. We have still been here every single day to bring daily news, to deter FUD, to bring knowledge and education, to tell you not to be emotional, be logical. Understand that this is just a current nature in the market, and part of being logical is playing and taking other people's emotions into account. So, right now, for me, we could see more downside. The biggest issue for me would be if the yen carry trade and the yen starts drastically rallying against the dollar. That could cause a potential black swan. But right now, I still choose to be optimistic about the cycle and where it's going. And I think worst case, Kaspa comes back down to 10 cents. Absolute worst case, maybe it comes down a little bit lower. But right now, Kaspa's proven itself over the past year to hold very, very strong at 10 cents. We could see Bitcoin come down to 92k again. Right now, Kaspa's currently valued at 11.86 cents. That is not too bad, considering what's happening right now. Bitcoin is a 100k peg. I think Kaspa could potentially come down further. But with all these leaks coming out as well, we'll get into in a moment. And also Kaspa's volume right now, as a result of this massive liquidation event, the volume's gone up to over 100 million again. The higher the volume, of course, the better indicator it is for these listings to list Kaspa. I do still believe, while again seemingly unlikely now, but again we are only 2 days into February, I still think February could be a very big month for crypto. Historically speaking as well, February's always been a very, very bullish month, historically speaking. So why would it be any different this time round? Of course, we're going to get into all in the stream as we're going to get into all in the stream right now. So of course, see a massive liquidation right now, but I still think we're seeing similar to 2017. You know, right now we can see in around the same time frame we saw a pullback. January going into February, then February going into March, we start seeing then start to rally a little bit. We can see something very, very similar right now. Right now, the pullback is not a result of institutions; it's retail. That's a testament to where the cycle's going right now. We are seeing crypto policies coming through more and more. This is a testament that institutions still believe crypto's going to do well. It's just retail that are panicking because they are worried about these tariffs that have been implemented. Welcome back, Devious Me. Hope you're doing very, very well, my man. And Johnny Taco Outdoors, holding as you should, my man. Crypto Tony, let's go. You know it. As the notorious Nathan Rothschild stated, the time to buy from the blood in the water or blood in the streets. Right now, it's blood in the streets. Arguably, therefore, and according to him, that's the time you should be buying. What's up, Nick? Hi, Jay. Do you think we will get a bull run for the altcoins? I'm getting concerned and scared. Yes. Unless something happens that will change my perspective of it, right now I'm still very, very confident that we'll be getting an alt season. Could still be this month. We'll have to wait and see, of course. We'll have to, again, the whole premise of what I talk about while I make these predictions and state my own personal viewpoint, again, not financial advice, I always reiterate, this market is one of reactionary. You can make your long-term holds. Kaspa for me is a long-term hold, so I don't need to really worry about these pullbacks because I'm holding it for the long term. But if you're holding projects that are a bit more volatile, maybe it be memes, maybe it be, maybe it be memes, maybe it be, like maybe not conviction bags, whatever it may be, or if you're trading, if you're day trading, for example, that helps you kind of, that's why you play reactionary. Now, of course, there are parts where I do some trading, which is why I constantly look at these markets to play reactionary, but even then, I'm not too worried about alts right now. Alts are bleeding, of course, because Bitcoin's bleeding. I'm still in a Bitcoin dominant market, but I'm not worried at all. What's up, Anthony? I'm getting very excited. Just bought another 3,000 Kaspa today, touching 150k Kaspa now. That is huge. I love to hear that, my man. Big up that bag. Keep building that bag, definitely. So we can see it from the copious letter, first off. We heard recently that the United States, Donald Trump announced that they're going to be placing tariffs 25% on Canada, 25% also on Mexico, and then 10% on China. So we see a lot of tariffs that have been, implemented right now. And Canada, in response to Trump, has placed 25% back on the United States. And Mexico are preparing to retaliate as well. So far, China's actually not responded, which is interesting. Hopefully, we'll have to see what happens in the very near future, of course. But so far, Canada's retaliated, and Mexico are preparing to. So, ultimately, right now, we're seeing a trade war that has officially begun. And the reason why I'm not too concerned also is because many countries, US included, was actually based off tariffs. This is something that Trump's kind of just bringing back what used to be the old system, placing tariffs on other countries. Currently, there's a trade war going on right now, but the reason I'm not worried again is because what's highlighted here. So new tariffs are coming through, Mexico and Canada 25%, 10% on China. And Mexico and Canada, here, exports to the United States are approximately 78 and 77% of their total annual exports, respectively. So by Trump doing this is a significant blow to both Mexico and Canada, because most of their trades go through the US. So even though Canada responded and Mexico wants to respond, it won't be nearly as significant to what happened to America doing it to them. US exports to Canada and Mexico are approximately 16 to 17%. So again, Canada taxing US 25%. That's how much how much exports go through Canada and Mexico with US exports. Not even a fifth. Whereas both Mexico and Canada almost make up 4/5. So so Canada's response to that is it doesn't hold nearly as much significance. All it is a sign of retaliation. US exports to Canada and Mexico are $320 billion and $360 billion respectively, which is less than 2.5% of US GDP. It's a very small margin. Canada and Mexico doing this does not bother the United States at all. And if anything, this is what I like to think in a way is Trump kind of forcing these countries into submission. I mentioned in my last stream that I think Trump's reason for doing this is kind of like it's a tool. He's using this as a tool to kind of gain favor, to kind of get what he wants. Now, again, this is a good thing. It's hard to. We'll have to see where it goes from here. But again, look, so it doesn't really bother America at all. These sort of retaliatory tariffs, if you will. But then for exports, again, so these exports represent 20 to 30% of Canada and Mexico's GDP. This trade war is completely lopsided. America hold way too much weight. The real wild card here, though, is China. That's the problem. Canada and Mexico retaliating while, again, igniting this trade war, and obviously doesn't seem very good, and it's not. No one wants to see this, but at the same time, is not that bad. The problem is China has nothing yet, and China is the second largest economy in the world after America. We don't know how they're going to respond because they've been given a 10% tariff. So we expect higher prices for consumers very, very soon. This comes at a particularly important time also as DeepSeek AI has disrupted the AI system, especially in the US. So the combination of a trade war and potentially new chips being banned could significantly weigh on technology stocks. So Nvidia, Microsoft, those ones, you name it. And that's also the reason why, if you look at the crypto market, a lot of memes are bleeding because right now there's a lot of uncertainty and therefore high volatile memes are not worth it, but also why AI is bleeding. Because it's also a trade war, meaning crypto is more volatile, which is bad for memes, but also basing around AI. Now, am I worried again? No, not at all. Both will come back. US officials are being careful with their comments regarding chip bans and the DeepSeek situation for a reason. If these tariffs persist for more than a year, we expect US economy output to decline by an average of 2% per year through 2026. They're talking about oil and as it drops by 80% to $15 per barrel. Ultimately, higher interest rates are here. Right now, the belief is higher interest rates are here to stay through at least Q3 of 2025. That does not mean necessarily the Fed's going to increase rates, because right now, with tariffs being implemented, that typically causes inflation. The way to combat inflation is to increase rates. But as Cody had highlighted in my community, shout out to my man, he highlighted right now that the Fed, they can't really increase rates right now. They're already in such a bad predicament with unemployment and other data right now. They can't actually increase the rates. All they can do is just halt it. And again, Jerome Powell did announce that they don't actually need. They said they pretty much announced that they could cut rates when they choose to. Trump, of course, wants them to cut rates, which they haven't done, and Trump's upset by that because he knew he was going to do this and what it would do to the markets. Now, I think that, again, I do agree with the possibility we may not see any more rate cuts for the at least near future, but we could still see more rate cuts, and I think it's still possible. Trump's threat to impose 100% tariffs on the BRICS nations as well, which is over 30 countries, could also pose even greater risk. So again, there's still more downside we could see. And this is, of course, The average US tariff rate is set to rise 22% under Trump, which is 5 times more than average over the long 30 years. So, of course, America used to have tariffs, for all countries pretty much. Again, that's not exact, but US states used to be found on, they used to have tariffs. And, a lot of them were removed, and now Trump's implementing back again. And they're rising drastically, hence why the markets have come down so significantly, at least in the investment side of things. Because what you've got to understand as well, these tariffs, what they're effectively trying to do is strengthen the US economy, strengthen the dollar. But of course, the strengthening of the dollar is not a good thing for investments. As an investor, you cannot change the markets, you can only react to changes in the market. That's precisely what I've been saying. When people ask me my predictions for Kaspa and crypto, I'll give my 2 cents, but I always reiterate, it depends on this, and this, and this. Trump releasing tariffs was something he mentioned, and it's now coming to fruition, and we are playing reactory, butchered that word. We are reacting to the tariffs that have been implemented. That's all we can do. We could definitely have predicted it to come down, and I did state that February is looking like to be very, very good. Historically speaking, again, 2 weeks, week 16, which is about a week or two from now, historically it's been a time when you see Bitcoin make a new all-time high, and there's still a possibility of such. But right now, we'll have to just wait and see. Because it does depend inherently on what's happening right now and where Bitcoin will go, where crypto will go from here. Worse still, arguably as well, as an interview, Trump recently, had an interview about the matter where he was asked, where Trump was said, am I going to impose tariffs on the European Union? Do you want the truthful answer or the political answer? Reporter said the truthful answer, and Trump said yes. Trump's going to implement tariffs on European Union as well. So what you need to understand here is that in the immediate short term, we could see some more downside. I'm expecting as much. Again, I do think we see Bitcoin come down to maybe 92k. And therefore Kaspa might come down even down to 10 cents. But it doesn't bother me at all. Because what's coming out for Kaspa this cycle is very, very bullish. And what's coming out for crypto this cycle equally very bullish. Again, people are forgetting already because of this news. We have a Bitcoin reserve being pushed, like policies are being created right now. Bills are being created for a Bitcoin strategic reserve. For a US-based strategic reserve in in America. We're seeing, again, countries who were originally anti-crypto changing their policies and stances on it. Trump says the pain from tariffs will be worth the price. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, but the good thing, and the reason why I'm not worried, is because Trump has already made himself abundantly clear so far that he is very bullish on crypto. He wants crypto to do well, whether it's for his own personal gain or for the help of America. I'll probably believe the former. But either way, he's bullish on crypto. You think he wants crypto to top out at 100k Bitcoin? No. You think institutions would be holding if they thought 100k Bitcoin was the top? No. Institutions are holding because they don't need to sell. Why would they sell? They understand what the tariffs are doing for the market right now, and some of them might be de-risking, but they're still holding because they see and understand where this cycle's still going. All it means it's going to take longer, and actually that's a better thing. It's better for Kaspa holders, for us. It's going to take longer for us to reach the peak of the cycle. If you look at the CBBI right now, we're still at 80, so that still means we've still got more upside. So we could see a potential pullback for the next few weeks. Again, maybe we do break history, meaning we don't get a bullish February. That's always a possibility as such, but again, cycle seems to always suggest we go bullish. And I still think we've got more upside. This is an indicator we've got more upside. This should be reaching in the 90s when you start thinking it's too bullish and it start too overheated, you don't want to cool off. Look, again, it's still very, very cool right now. Markets are going through a pullback because retail are panicking due to tariffs, but is in accordance to the big money, is not a problem. So again, 2 things I always reiterate: don't be emotionally logical, and follow the money. Right now, the money, the big money, and follow the money means follow the big money. The big money, they aren't moving; they're holding. So when Johnny Tucker Outdoor says he's holding, he's following the money. He's not being emotional. He's being logical. He understands that while these pullbacks are worrying, and you're completely within your right to be worried, one of the hardest things to do as an investor is to detach your emotions from investing. That's one of the, if you detach your emotions, you have at least for me personally, when I detach my emotions from trading and investing, my success rate went up higher because I wasn't worried about these short-term moves. I'm not worried about Bitcoin coming down below 100k. I'm not worried about Kaspa. I don't even care if Kaspa went down to 8 cents. I'll be honest, I don't. Because I see what Kaspa's building. I know what's still to come in the cycle. We got posts here from the KRI also highlighting the inevitable shift we're going to see in Kaspa in the future. The fact that whales are still loading up on Kaspa, have been doing so for weeks. We're going to get onto that in a second again. I'll answer some questions in a moment right now, those who want to understand a little bit more. But yeah, these tariffs right now, and again, with tomorrow being the day the stock market opens, we'll probably see more downside. But as it stands right now, I think this is just, again, short-term FUD. And we'll probably see pain, more pain, but it will be worth what ends up coming back, because you'll likely see more coming back to America. There has downsides to it, of course, which I've highlighted in my previous streams. The last 2 or 3 streams were highlighted the potential downsides to tariffs. It can increase prices for consumers. It can reduce trade. Right now, it is reducing trade. It's causing a trade war. It can cause job losses if you're in an industry that relies on importing goods, and of course now that industry is being attacked. It can cause job losses there as well. So there are definite downsides to it, but it's ultimately just about trying to bolster America's economy and bolster the dollar again. And it's also Trump's agenda to do this to remove income tax. The reason he wanted to implement tariffs is to remove income tax. So again, we'll have to see if he can pull this off, because it's a very tall task. And again, the markets are not happy about it. But I'm still bullish, and that's why when I'm seeing these 2 indicators here, I'm still bullish. When I'm seeing this here, stablecoin volumes surpassed Visa and MasterCard combined last year, 2024. This is arguably the biggest indicator and a complete justification for why these institutions here aren't selling. Stablecoins is what makes up. If you type in stablecoin transactions, I'm pretty sure I've got information in my free Discord server. I guess you go check it out there. Link in the description chat, also my homepage. But if you go and check it up, stablecoins, they make up over 80% of all transactions in crypto. US-based stablecoins make up over 99% of all stablecoin transactions. Stablecoins are the driver and the way you transact crypto. And the stablecoin volume surpassed Visa and MasterCard combined last year. The 2 biggest payment providers in the world. They play a major role in the global cryptocurrency ecosystem, and they saw mass adoption in 2024 with their transfer volumes beating that of Visa and MasterCard combined, reaching $27.6 trillion last year in volume. That can be in both Visa and MasterCard combined by 7.7%. That's not a small margin. When you consider that it's in the trillions, that's not a small margin. Get the calculator out and do 27, just 27 trillion. That's billion, trillion, and then you do 7.7%. 7.7%. So that's about 2 billion. No, yeah, about 2 trillion. So that's 2 trillion. Well, yeah, give or take roughly, it's over $2 trillion we've seen stablecoins outdo the transfer volume of both Visa and MasterCard. That's how much money is utilized through stablecoins. That's why they're so important. And institutions realize the importance of stablecoins. That's again why they're investing in this technology more and more. That's why they're investing heavily in technology. That's why we're seeing institutions want to make blockchain the back end of their technology, releasing their own stablecoins. They understand the importance of this industry, and the fact that you see it outdoing MasterCard and Visa, they see that actually way more money to be made in crypto using stablecoins. Stablecoins beat Visa and MasterCard despite losing share in the market. 59% surge in 2024, reaching 1% of the US dollar supply. And stablecoins lost 35% share. So actually they lost share of the market cap. They actually lost money. But they still made up more than Visa and MasterCard combined. This is what institutions are understanding and reading. That's why they aren't selling in this dip. That's why they're not worried about tariffs. Because they understand, because they're the ones building the technology to work on these stablecoins, they understand that how important they are, and they want to use our stablecoins for the future financial system. And that's why I think Kaspa could be a very big part in that as well, because it's decentralized, failure proof of work, with no pre-allocation to developers, and it's going to be scalable enough to compete with other platforms when it has stablecoin on top of it as well. And it's going to be very cheap, which is what institutions want to see most of. Saving money whilst doing stuff very, very quick. And also having more security and decentralization. Of course, some are going to want to decentralize to have control, But this is a very big deal. Of course, it mainly comes through Tether, and there's currently a bit of stipulation behind Tether right now due to its lack of transparency, if you will, and that's why Mika, which is the KI highlights as a bit of a... I made a post about it a while back talking about Mika being a very, very significant deal for the market, but also will have serious repercussions due to many assets and stablecoins that are being delisted, and Tether's one of them. It's being delisted in Crypto.com, in Coinbase, due to Mika regulations. That's coming through properly in 2026. You'll see more of these listings from Tether, and that could cause problems. But you'll see another one rise and take its place. And I think maybe Kaspa could be that one. Maybe because I know also Johnny from the KF announced they might also introduce an auditing to get auditing for projects building on Kaspa. That could be stablecoins for Kaspa as well. Information once more. I'll come back to this probably a little bit later on, but I'll put this information again in my community. So if you want to find out more, again, go check it out. Free to the community right here. The description chat, also my homepage. And we're going to get into a bit of the Kaspa news right now. Well, I'll ask some questions quickly first off, but again, this is what we're seeing right now. The reason for the market correction, and potentially we'll see some more very soon, and I'm talking about this week soon, when the market and stock market opens up again, is the tariffs and the trade war going on right now. But institutions aren't worried, and why would they be? They're still bullish on crypto. They're going to be more bullish on crypto. And we're going to see more coming in regards to Kaspa as well, which will be very, very bullish as well, which I'll get into in a moment. Fed unlocking trillion starting June 1st. This sparked the market 2021 through COVID relief. I mean, that could cause significant money to go into crypto again, causing a rally as well. So there's definitely a possibility. But for me, I think the fact that institutions are already here in itself, the Fed unlock will be good for retail side, but the Fed unlock's more so, I think, good for like getting more money into the economy, therefore retail, therefore getting the market pump through retail. But we've got institutions here. We don't right now. The retail's the ones selling it, but institutions are the ones selling it. We still haven't got phase 2 of institutions being here yet. No JP Morgan, no Wells Fargo, no Goldman Sachs, no UBS, no Morgan Stanley. All the institutions, those massive wealth managers that haven't got access to crypto just yet, they're coming through very soon. When you get the crypto policies laid out, which the SEC are doing so, they got a crypto task force, and they've rescinded SAB 121. They're coming through, it's just a matter of time. Next question is here from Miles. City got smoked. Come on, you Gunners. Kaspa breakout imminent. Yes, I didn't. I saw Arsenal were winning 1-0. I don't know what the actual score is in the end of it. I'm going to check it out after the stream. But yeah, right now City are terrible. They lost Rodri and they've lost all their heads. They can't play the game anymore. Welcome back, Faded Water. Doing very, very well, my man. And you too, Greg. Sup to you too. I believe Taz and spiked interest further emphasizes the need for stateless currency that can avoid these issues in the first place. I agree with you. And again, I think these tariffs, I think in the long run could end up being good for America. I think it'll do more good for, the higher up. So I'm talking Trump and his circle. But it could do good for America, maybe in the longer term. But again, the Kobe letter did highlight here, if the tariffs if these tariffs persist for more than a year, we expect the US economy output to decline by an average of 2% through year on year. So we could see, trade decrease more and more. So we'll have to just see, what happens. We'll see what it means from here. But I think right now we're in a predicament. We're in a situation where, the market is going down due to uncertainty due to the trade war. But I don't think it's. I'm optimistic that we're still due for more upside. Right, yeah. Well, yeah, there your answer. It's due to the uncertainty right now and the current ongoing trade war. And the trade war is part of it, but as you highlighted here from, again, this post I'll put in my community, the trade war going back from Canada and Mexico onto America, that's part of it. But the real problem is the uncertainty from China, because they've not responded right now to the tariffs. And that's the problem, because China is the second biggest economy in the world. Canada and Mexico make up minimal to America, like less than 2.5% of the US GDP. The US don't care about that. But they will care about China, depending on how they respond. So yeah, we could see we could just see the worry right now, at least as this post, this account highlights, is that we could potentially see the economy for America shrink bit by bit should these tariffs continue on going. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I'll probably make I'll make a post about this throughout the week, as this is now a very key talking point about the significance of tariffs and the benefits and also the side effect, the downside to it, and what this could potentially mean for the crypto market. I'll make one in my free community. I'll make a more in-depth one to the people who are part of the executive page here, those who are either on the free trial or paying members to maximize the benefits on crypto to understand more about the market, so they can understand better off them, I guess, understand more so about where the direction of the market potentially going, based on the market sentiment, based on the tariffs, based on institutions, all the stuff again that I explained to you guys here. I explain in more detail with more more sources that I deemed outsourced for the executives there to want to benefit more, so they're getting an extra benefit from there. So again, you want to find out more about that, of course, you come join the executive page here. It's $49.99, and we do plan to increase the price in the future, but if you join now, you won't have to pay more of this ever again. It'll be grandfathered in for you. But there's also a 7-day free trial period right now, so we offer more information in there, alpha information, of course, also trades, which again, because of the market sentiment right now, due all these tariffs, a lot of these D-Chain trades we've done very well. 25x in XO Cortex. We did a 6.5x in Trust and Web3. We did a 6x in MLG. Trades have been very successful in that community, but we've taken a step back for the meantime because of this current uncertainty. Memes are bleeding, AI is bleeding. I think they're still going to do well. They're going to come back, and I'm not worried about it at all. But again, we provide a lot more in there regarding buy and sell alerts for actual swing trading, which we'll be doing more so in a moment. We could do risk management. That's all. This sort of information I'm providing now. How to de-risk and what you de-risk into, all that sort of stuff. That's stuff we also will provide more so in there as well. So you want to find out more, again, 7-day free trial, go check it out. Link in the description on my homepage here, and also now post it in the chat as well. Governments are cleaning up their own messes, and the masses are paying for it pretty much. I mean, yeah, Trump is doing a lot. He's been in office for what? Almost 2 weeks now. Almost 2 weeks. He's been in office for like 13 days, 13 days, and he's done a hell of a lot already. Trying to make amends for how badly the Fed messed up, how badly Biden messed up. And I'm not saying that Trump's fixing the economy. I'm just saying his strategies are currently causing more downside in the market. Maybe it can do good for the economy going forward, but right now it's causing more uncertainty and more worry. Crypto mindset gives terrible advice. Crypto mindset. I think I recognize the name. I think I've been hard about it. I don't want to out the guy, who I think it is. It is who I think. Yeah, he is who I think it is. Yeah, so he's someone who I've watched a video or two in the past. He basically he floods Kaspa quite a lot, and all of his information is based on TA, which again, TA can be very helpful. I don't have a problem with TA. I personally don't trust TA solely. Because again, TA can do well for you, but if you're looking at the market here, on this day here, you could, after seeing Bitcoin consolidate at this level here for a week or two, that could normally be a key indicator for seeing it start to push above. Tariffs were introduced, and that caused the market to come down. TA can only help you so much. You need to understand real world, macro elements as well. TA is not useful otherwise. And, he's been saying capital go down for a while, and while he still could be correct, again, we can see capital come down further right now. I don't trust any, head and shoulders that may be said right now. This argues a head and shoulders right now, although, again, I think that pattern's kind of broken. I don't trust any of that stuff right now. I look at the markets, look at the support levels, and I'm like, okay, cool, well, right now, I'm looking at market sentiment and choosing the TA to help me devise my support levels, and I see capital potentially coming down back to 11 cents properly over the next few days. If not even down to 10 cents again. We might go down lower, but it depends on how far Bitcoin goes down. If Bitcoin holds 92k, then I think Kaspa will hold at 10 cents. If it goes down to 85, 80k, we could see Kaspa go down further. Maybe 9 cents. We'll have to wait and see though. Figo Beneficio, my man, welcome back to the stream. Kaspa will benefit the most from this dump. Fresh money for Kaspa. Crypto mindset, another crypto drawing, trash talker. Yeah, again, I'm not throwing personal hate at crypto mindset. He's a content creator. He's an influencer. He has his community, his people who follow him. And hopefully they are able to benefit from the advice he gives them. Or, not advice, not the right word, because you shouldn't be giving advice in this space. I don't give advice to anyone here. I put my own personal take on things and tell you to do your own research. The education the content that he provides, the education that he tried to provide. Again, I hope that, it pays off for him, really. I can't say I've looked too much into him. The Kaspa community, the Kaspa members that I look into in more detail and I actually pay attention to would be on Twitter, would be Kaspa Enthusiast. I mean, there's too many on Twitter to actually be highlighted. Kaspa Enthusiast is one of the bigger ones. On YouTube, it'd be Kaspa Silver. He's a very, very, good guy. I don't watch Crypto Galaxy much anymore. But I like Kaspa Silver a lot. He's the main guy that I watch for Kaspa content, and also Sin City as well. They're also both of them quite good. And that's definitely one that's slipping my mind as well. I can envision the profile picture, but I can't think of his name. What's up, War Britannia? Welcome back to Stream 100. Doing very, very well. When Binance answer honest, I've waited so long. Yeah, I don't blame you for waiting so long, but I think it's only a matter of time. I'm losing faith in this bull run, to be honest. I would not be worried personally, my man. I understand it. I understand the worry, but I would personally just say don't be emotional, be logical. Keep doing your research. Understand that while the cycle is coming down, and it does seem like a cause of concern, this is a cycle that is being driven by institutions. And we can see the institutional sentiment in crypto right now. Those who are part of the executive page here, they've had two private roundtable live streams already amongst the inside information provided that has showed them proof from institutional documents, alpha documents, showed them proof that this cycle is not over. That we are still, believe it or not, I can still say, because institutions have said this, we are still early in crypto. If you want to know more, those live streams that we did, they are on playback. So you can join the community and watch them through. And of course, then you can come tune into the weekly live streams we do every Saturday as well. Amongst everything else we provide in there as well. We do weekly live streams, we do, again, trades, we do hidden gems. Again, there's so much we provide in there. If you want to find out more, go find out there. Because those who are in there, none of them, to my knowledge, are remotely worried about the cycle right now. Because they understand from the documents that we provided in there and the alpha information that this cycle is not over. We're seeing these pullbacks, and it's definitely a cause of concern. I understand the concern, but I'm not remotely worried. The only thing that I'm doing in some of my assets, Kaspa, I've still not sold anything. Why would I? But in some of my assets, like in the meme coin sector, I've de-risked and taken some of my active holdings and taken it out and just put it into USDC or USDT or just a stable coin and waiting for the market to stop bleeding and then putting it back at the low points. But anyways, in regards to Kaspa here, so we've got some Kaspa news here, of course. Well, obviously the market corrected right now, and it is a cause of concern. Ignore the voice pick. We are seeing, again, this is just Kaspa speculation, but we're seeing more and more speculation coming up again and again regarding listings. Crypto.com is even dropping hints now with a house with a green, arguably a green Kaspa glow inside of it as well. Crypto.com again, the very same day, February 1st, yesterday, 9 a.m. for me, and then again, a few hours after that, same February 1st, another one, green on the screen here. Again, Crypto.com. Massive candle. Even Kaspa said, is it just me who clearly sees the Kaspa blue or the Kaspa green even here? There are 3 posts within a span of 24 hours or so from Crypto.com, an American exchange that has not listed Kaspa just yet. Why is that a big deal? And why do I believe this about Kaspa? Again, you could argue it's not Kaspa, but we have seen OKX make 3 posts back to back with this green stuff here, the Wild West, a tornado, the phone here. We saw another one as well. You've seen Binance have multiple posts as well. Seemingly, also these. I think the Binance posts are the most. The Binance posts are the most. Oh, I've lost train of thought because I was trying to find something on my Discord. The Binance posts are the most, I think, obvious. I guess if you want to call it obvious leaks of Kaspa listings. Because all of them do remember Kaspa a lot closer. Oh, that's it. From Johnny. That's what I wanted from. From Johnny. Because Johnny made a post. Johnny made a post about it when DWS Labs got right here. There you go. So yeah. So again, Crypto.com made 3 posts in the span of a day with this green tint. Now you can argue green for the bull run as opposed to it actually being Kaspa, but I want to speculate as Kaspa, and the reason I want to speculate as Kaspa is because Crypto.com does not list Kaspa just yet. We've heard nothing from them, but we've seen multiple leaks from OKX as well, from Binance, which have been the best leak so far, potential listing or speculation of a Kaspa listing, and now we see Crypto.com as well. And Johnny, we had DWF Labs appointed in middle of January, 16th of January, so about 2-3 weeks ago. Johnny also made the announcement at the same time. KF is currently, so as of 2 weeks ago, they are currently in conversation with another one of the American exchanges and prospective on-chain trading. So as of 2 weeks ago, KF Kaspa, they have been talking to American exchanges. And you can list them off. Coinbase, Crypto.com, Gemini, Robinhood. And I'm sure there are many more. I mean, those are the biggest ones that I'm going to highlight here. I don't think it's Coinbase. Coinbase have been very, very standoffish, if you will. For me, it's likely going to be Crypto.com or Gemini. And we're seeing all these posts coming through right now. One crypto that's punching it out the Hoth. There'll be signs. One crypto that is leaving the Exosphere, which again, Kaspa, I think is definitely the most innovative project in this space that is leaving the Exosphere. We're seeing all these posts locked, loaded, and decentralized. Again, that could be a testament to Kaspa. Trading Symphonies hitting the right nodes, a testament to the crescendo of Kaspa and the block rewards ratio. I think it's only a matter of time. And what we're seeing also, as highlighted here from Lovren, is whales have been loading up Kaspa for weeks and weeks now. Kaspa, of course, because Kaspa's a very innovative project, they understand that much. Sentiment around Kaspa is heating up. Even though Kaspa's price is still struggling, has been doing so for over a year, the FOMO around it is heating up due to all the big developments coming out this cycle, this year. And thanks to Trump releasing these tariffs now, causing a halt in the market, if you will, or a pullback, is meaning the cycle top maybe later on, giving Kaspa more time to release the developments during the cycle. So Trump, that's again why the cycle says Trump just saved Kaspa's bull cycle, because it's actually, in my belief, Trump's delayed the cycle more so and given institutions more time to build up their capital, but also giving Kaspa more time to release their projects in time for the cycle to actually take off. Analysts are eyeing the potential breakout for Kaspa. CoinMarketCap ranks Kaspa as the most bullish project, and that's Binance's platform as well. Wells are accumulating, because unlike Bitcoin 4 year halving, Kaspa emissions reduce monthly, meaning there's less sell pressure over time. Kaspa's tech is leveling up. The community is very active. We already know that. Their chart's wild. There's so much more. More lists are still not here yet. And that's why I want to come to this part here. So you've got Bitcoin mempool clears. The community reacts to historic low activity. Whole post here, people, Bitcoin maxis just talking about how historic it is, so to speak. Bitcoiners are literally celebrating a cleared mempool during a bull market. This is how Bitcoin dies. The rewards are running out. Miners therefore will leave because there's no initiative or no incentive to mine Bitcoin because there's no more rewards there. No one transacts on Bitcoin because it's so slow as well. So Bitcoin has no more mining or lack of mining due to the rewards running out, and it's also not used. It cannot be used as a form of currency because it's too slow. This is where Kaspa, right now, Kaspa's the second best proof of work. That's proven. Second best hash rate. It's come back to solid levels around 1.5 again. It's the second best proof of work in this space. Kaspa's miles ahead and provides all players the most incentives. You can also mine on KRC20 to make money through that way. If you are a cryptocurrency miner, you have the most incentives on the Kaspa network compared to any other proof of work long term. Because again, when Kaspa mining runs out and the rewards run out in 2037, I believe it is, you can then go to KRC20 and mine through that. And by that point, Kaspa would have probably had 100 BPS. Dagnite, KRR will launch many more projects. You see that ecosystem thrive in the next 15 years or 12 years. That you'll see millions, if not billions, of capital flow through Kaspa monthly. Miners will make a lot of money through that. Of course, they'll be competing more so with other people, so it'll be an all-out war for mining on Kaspa, but there'll be more benefits to it because it's also the trilemma solving, running smart contracts. All this sort of stuff coming through very, very soon. And that's what KRI says here as well. This is why we want large-scale enterprise transactions on Kaspa. KRI are bringing institutional adoption to Kaspa. When you get smart contracts coming through, Bitcoin strategic reserve and hold it forever, great. But the miners will continue to capitulate and come to Kaspa. When Bitcoin reserve, you see institutions buying up more and more, great, fantastic. It'll go up more in price. It'll be a store of value. But the actual use case for Bitcoin will just die. It's not really there anyways, but it will completely fall off. And miners will come to Kaspa. And the hash rate of Kaspa will rise higher and higher as well. This is why Kaspa wins. This is what Kaspa's building. Kaspa continues to build more and more. A hard fork was deemed as a negative thing for the Bitcoin maxis, but it's the innovation we need to see Kaspa rise to the next level. The Liberal Institute of Switzerland, which was visited by Javier Millet, butchered the name, I apologise, I'm bad with names, where he was honoured and published an article about Kaspa as the perfect form of money. So Liberal Institute from Switzerland has highlighted Kaspa as the perfect form of money. You know, originally written in English by Nicholas Sismore and Shay Shao. Since the earliest days of human civilization, we have been searching for the perfect form of money, a medium of exchange that can simultaneously function as a store of value and a unit of account. Bitcoin tried to do that, but it's not quick enough. None of the previous forms of money, be it precious metals, fiat, or even cryptos, have been able to fulfill these three. All of these functions in an optimal way. This problem is known as the money trilemma. Has determined the development and use of money for thousands of years. However, Kaspa has potentially solved this trilemma. Scalability, decentralization, and security. Ushering a new age of financial technology. This is what Kaspa is building right now. Kaspa's not valued right now because all of their real use cases haven't come to fruition just yet. If you look at Kaspa's chart and you ask, wow, Kaspa's terrible, it's not moved for a year. Right, this all here was based on hype and some listings, which is retail side of things. We're now going into a market where hype is dying. Hype's still about, that's why you're seeing exchanges list meme coins left, right and center, which is ridiculous. But hype is dying. When institutions get in here full force, meme coins, I think will still be relevant, but they will not be a driving factor. Hype will be so less. It will be use case cryptos that really do something. And right now, Kaspa's fantastic, but its real use case is still yet to come to fruition. No smart contracts, no stable coins, still not got 10 BPS. All of that, which is coming out this cycle within the next 5, 6, 7 months or so. And then you'll see the use case grow, the demand Kaspa grow, institutional enterprise use case for Kaspa grow, trillions of dollars, marketplaces that start having Kaspa incorporated into them, and Kaspa's demand will rise, therefore the price will rally with it as well. Retail's helped Kaspa get to the stage with that right now. Right now, 39. It's gone to the top 40s again. But what will keep Kaspa up there and make it the enterprise crypto, the perfect form of money, is the development coming through it and the institutional adoption, which will come through in due time. It's coming through the cycle. And again, thanks to Donald Trump, Kaspa has more time to build now. Thanks to him placing tariffs, and we're now seeing a trade war and the uncertainty from China. And again, more tariffs are going to be implemented onto the European Union as well. So you'll see probably even a bigger trade war with America and the rest of the world. So potentially more downside. With his bullish stance on crypto, with institutional stance on crypto still being very, very bullish, with stablecoins proving to be the perfect way to transact money, because better than Visa and MasterCard, the two best payment providers, this is a sign that institutions still want crypto. You'll see downside short term, but long term, I still see higher highs. I still think we can see Bitcoin reach $130,000. I think we can see the crypto market reach, 6 trillion. And Kaspa is building so much that will allow it to capture this market. They've got institutional adoption finally coming through. Listed ETC on the Swedish stock exchange market. You'll see more ETFs coming through very, very soon as well. And one thing big of Kaspa as well is they've got a new documentary coming out, which is highlighted here, Beyond the Blockchain. Donate here, should you choose to the creation of the documentary on Netflix or Amazon. Should the target goal of donations reach 8.5 million Kaspa, this documentary, this 90-minute documentary on the creation of Kaspa, will be uploaded to Amazon and Netflix, two of the biggest streaming platforms in the world. Otherwise, it'll be a 60-minute documentary. Just put in, some decent regional premieres around the globe, it's still good, but these two would be groundbreaking. And of course, you reach 10 million, which is the ultimate goal. You'll see exclusive behind the scenes, extensive technical interviews, stuff that will just ultimately increase the faith that people will have on Kaspa and learn more about Kaspa so much more. This is, again, something I think is very, very big. I'm not saying you should donate. It's up to your decision completely. But one thing I've seen time and time again, this community is the strongest one in this space. At least on my belief. You've got XRP's community, you've got Solana's community, And then you've got Kaspa's community as a top 3 to my knowledge. And Kaspa, I think, is the strongest one out of the lot, because the XRP community is different to Kaspa's, because their community has been warped in a sense by a lot of these insane price targets, and we're going to get this XRP reserve. And again, I'm seeing this stuff, and some of it I agree with, of course, because I do see the logic behind them. But with Kaspa, this community is one that is purely about educating the masses. And yes, we could be annoying. You see a lot of people get annoyed with us, but we about educating the masses. We educate people. And this here is the perfect form of education. If you want to find out more, of course, you can find out a lot about Kaspa in my free community here, where I've got months and months. I mean, obviously I was doing content before that, but since I started this stream, I've got about 6 odd months worth of content regarding crypto, but of course Kaspa as well, developments. I've got useful website tabs where you can go find all the websites that are helpful, like the CBI website here, links to the funding heat map website here, links to the KRI, Kaspa, all these important websites here that I've highlighted. This here I found in my community as well. So if you need to find information at a moment's notice, it will be available there. Most of the important information, if not all of it, is available there. And equally, there's a community of people there who are all actively want to learn more about crypto and Kaspa as well. So you can ask questions in there and you'll get an answer. And you can debate in there as well. Remain respectful, of course, but you can debate in there as well. We're open to debates. And then those who want to actively learn a lot more in this space, be it Kaspa or be it, again, market sentiment. Right now, AI is bleeding because of this. Again, the unknown trade war and what China may do. And right now, there's an AI war of China as well. I have seen and disclosed in my past 2 weekly live streams in the executive page here 6 or 7 institutional documents published from KPMG, published from I can't even remember the name of that one, but it's one that was, I shouldn't even be able to disclose, but a lot of very private institutional documents that I've got a hold of that discloses to their institutional clients and their CEO and their executive clients that crypto's still here and will do very well, and that AI will be massive. That's why when I see Tau or Desync or even the hidden gems in my community that are AI picks as well, I'm not worried about them. At most I might de-risk, but I'm not worried about them because I see the institutional sentiment. And again, follow the money. All you can do is follow the money. And the money right now is still very much still in crypto, still in the belief of AI. So again, if you want to know more about, again, I guess to even because you solidify your conviction in the market and where it's going to go, I'm also going a lot more in there. And when the market recovers, of course, as well, we'll see a lot more trading picks come through. We're going to hopefully maximize and make extra capital to put it more into your conviction picks. And by all means, come check out the executive page here. It's a 7-day free trial, and you can join for free. Check out the community, see what you already offer there. And if you like what you see, come sign up, $49.99. And when we do increase the price here, you will be staying at this price forever. We'll grandfather you in. So those who have benefit from joining early as well. And provide a lot in there. I'm providing a hell of a lot more. Again, I believe very soon, so I do think February could still be a good time for crypto. Historically speaking, it has been. And I think it's just going to be a short-term bit of uncertainty. But I still think we've got a lot more to come. I still think we're seeing a bar cycle similar to 2017. Meaning we've got a lot higher still to come. What's up, my man? Can you check the Bitcoin liquidation heat map? Thank you. Yes, I can. Give me a quick moment. Liquidation heat map. Bring it up right here. So last 24 hours we can see here. Yeah, we see. So there's a lot of volume right now in and around this zone we're at right now. That's why Bitcoin's holding strong right now where it's at, because a lot of volume in and around here. This we can see it even here from the charts. If you look at the charts here, we can see that get the horizontal line here. This has been evidently quite a strong level of high volume area. Look here, all this part here, we've seen it rebound time and time again. So there's a lot of volume at the zone right now. That's why it's holding. But I think we can still see it come and break through that. You do see it if it breaks below here. Right now we're around here, I believe. 98k give or take. So around here. But around here. So if we end up seeing it come below here, we'll probably go towards, again, 92k. I think 92k is the likely zone we'll end up going towards. The last 48 hours as well. We can just see in the last 48 hours as well. But I'm not remotely worried about, short term. Look, if you've got model 2 here, we can see where the volume's at. So right now it looks like there's a massive, sell wall and then around 100k again. So getting above 100k will be very difficult right now. But again, I'm still not worried. This is just short term. Binance, wait for the perfect moment. Yet there's no perfect moment. Yeah, it feels like that right now, honestly. But they are, in a sense, waiting for perfect. From what we've heard from Rory O'Neill, from Wolfie, from many prominent Kaspa members and people close to the community, Binance are ready. They're just waiting for like you said, the perfect moment. Right now, there doesn't seem to be a perfect moment, and it's frustrating because every time they seem to want one, something happens in the macro element that causes the market to go through something that is not favorable for Kaspa. But I think we'll see in due time. And actually, something I want to highlight quickly as well here from K Maxi. Now, this is, I cannot really confirm this. Everyone's asking, what exchange? Apparently on one of the exchanges, when replenishing the wallets, one of the users noticed this USDT on Kaspa coming soon. But he did comment here. I don't remember what kind of exchange it was. This picture was sent to a guy from Argentina and put in the Kaspa official Telegram, to which it was quickly deleted by an admin. So this is completely speculative. I don't know the truth about this. The reason I highlight this though is because whether this is true or not, stablecoins are coming to Kaspa. That is true. Probably after 10 BPS, when that comes through, that'll give Kaspa more use case, increasing the demand of Kaspa, and therefore likely its price as well. Imagine Kaspa somewhat actually goes to $10 or more this bull run. That would be insane GTA, but I think it's extremely unlikely by this point. While I'm not saying it's impossible for Kaspa to reach $10 at this point, that means Kaspa got to reach $300 billion market cap. Can Kaspa reach a $300 billion market cap in the cycle? For me, no, it can't. I think Kaspa can reach 50, being $2. I think it can even reach 100 in the most bullish case, because we've seen Solana and Cardano jump from 10 to 18. We see Cardano equally jump from about 10 in January time up to 93. And smart contracts of Cardano came out at the peak here. So I think we could see a significant jump, $2 to $4, still my prediction. But I know institutional adoption being here, we could see it potentially go higher than we expect. But again, $10 for me, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think it's extremely unlikely at this point. But I think with what's to come for Kaspa, it should most definitely hit that next cycle. But at the same time, what people want to see Binance listing, and I want to see it as well, we don't actually need it. What we need is institutional adoption, which again coming through very, very soon. If we don't know why Binance is going to list right now. I was hoping to see it 1st of Feb, but it didn't happen. I mean, I'm still hoping to see it before the mining point center come to an end. Because the mining point center comes to an end, I think either 10th or the distribution period, sorry. The distribution period comes to an end either 10th or 14th of February. And that is, I think, in and around week 16, which I'll quickly put up the post about 2017. This is information, again, provided in my community here. We can see, as Rec Capital highlights here, in week 14, or 2017 cycle, Bitcoin was recovering from its first price discovery, and then week 16 made all-time highs. Same thing last cycle as well. Right now, as of the 27th of January, so that's going last week, we're on week 14, so we have a week or two for Bitcoin to potentially go through a bit of a correction, and then make new all-time highs if it follows the same cycle. So again, February's still got a lot more to look forward to. I'm still optimistic about it. Binance waiting for a good moment. I think they wanted to list it, but then Trump still all the attention. Potentially, but we can't be in the minds of these exchanges. Much as we want it, for me, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It will come through, and when it comes through, we'll be laughing, and you'll see all the people who are funding Kaspa start dick riding it again. When Lambo, hopefully they call to my man, but we'll have to see what Trump's doing with this space. Kaspa will have his day in the sun very soon, 100%. 100%, I very much believe that as well. He just funds Kaspa, and it's whenever the market is bloodshed. Who's this about? Oh, this is okay. It's about crypto mindset, right? Okay. I mean, again, I don't know, maybe, but it will definitely melt. Kaspa will melt for definitely. El Salvador moves Bitcoin as ledger a legal tender due to IMF requirements. That is I mean, I don't think it's that bad. El Salvador's not a massive country in comparison to, like, if it was the USA, that'd be a bit worse, but I'm just seeing more fun about crypto mindset. Again, you know, I'm not going to try and get into any, you know, YouTuber beef with anybody. You know, end of the day, if you don't like watching him, which I can understand the sentiment behind it. I mean, even if you're not watching me, you haven't got to watch me, that's fine. I'm sure that there are many people who I knew who are joining in daily who don't watch me anymore. Names that don't join up anymore, and that's fine. I haven't got a problem with it. Ultimately, no matter who you listen to myself, whether it's Crypto Mindset, whether it be Crypto John, Captain Silver, whoever it may be, make sure you do your own research and trade it on discretion, because, you know, none of us are financial advisors. Well, at least I can speak for myself. I'm not sure if those guys are. They shouldn't. I don't think they are. So you've got to trade your own discretion and just be careful in this space, because everyone here will have their own agendas. So you've got to just make sure you do what's best for you. I've come to the realization that I do not want the price to go up yet, because I want to keep buying at these prices, and once it legs up again, I won't come back down. I agree as well. That's exactly my mindset. I'm much like, I want capital to go up so I can just be like, oh yes, finally, after 6, 7, 8 months of just grinding and doing these streams, finally seeing it reach all-time highs is just a blessing to our conviction of staying here. But at the same time, I would definitely love for capital to stay low for longer. Honestly, if it does what Solana did and stay this low till, you know, August time, there'll be so much fun about it, but I'll be laughing, because I'll be like, okay, cool, now we've got smart contracts. Now KR are going to release all their Gigawatt stablecoin, their Warp Core, their Asset Mint, all those projects on Kaspa. Be laughing. Incurred Labs are going to basically be making smart contracts Kaspa sooner as well. So I'm not worried. The longer it can be lower, the more accumulate, fantastic. Yeah, take your time. I hope they do. It's about, he probably is a gimmick farmer, maybe he is. The market institutions want you to lose faith in the market, and they want you back. So, yeah, completely right, LB, completely right. Again, that's why you're seeing retail are selling, but institutions are holding. They know what's coming. They are still convicted, but retail doing conviction because they're emotional, and it's just expected. But yeah, as Buffalo says as well, should do the stream, doing the streams daily. Leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. You know the deal. Those are meaning the market's just going up. Green candles and up for Kaspa. I mean, yeah, green means market going up. Right now, it means that there's just all the cryptos are being sold, so the supply is increasing while the demand is not increasing right now because the market's just fear. Kaspa's, you know, has been down for a while, but for what's coming to it, as Kathy was stated, the longer the base, the bigger the breakout Kaspa will be very, very bullish when it comes through. How many weeks, months, years can the hype Kaspa listing YouTube? Can they hype Kaspa listings? YouTubers are just hoping one day they're right. Yeah, pretty much. That's because all of us believe it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Kaspa is, in our belief, one of if not the strongest project in the space, being a phenomenal proof of work decentralized, and they're building technology that is going to be able to compete, if not surpass, every other proof of stake in this space. Listings, exchanges, they are a business. They will see the money-making opportunity of trying to get favor with Kaspa and be listing them before the developments come out. If they don't, they'll end up missing out on potentially making some money. So for me, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they will list in due time. So yeah, also we're talking about it, you know, every single day, talk about the hype for Kaspa listings. I talk about the hype Kaspa listings on my channel because I understand what retail want. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't care about listings. I don't care about Binance, I don't care about Coinbase, I don't care about OKX, I don't care about any of them. I care about Marathon. I care about the KRI and their clients. I care about BlackRock, who's, again, a shareholder of Marathon, who's mining Kaspa. I care about the hash rate, proving that Kaspa is still a very strong proof of work project. I care about ETFs and ETPs. I care about institutional sentiment. I care about Zodiac custody as well. I care about all that sort of stuff. Listings is retail side of things. Of course, we need that. And I'm not discrediting the importance of listings, but it's just not as relevant. It's not as important. You know, if the way I see it, to give you an analogy, I see listings as, you know, I don't want to say a toy car, because I think they are important. But like I see, you know, institutional adoptions. They are, you know, your Bugattis and your, you know, Lamborghinis and your, you know, Aston Martins, and, you know, these exchanges are like, you know, a second-hand BMW. Still very nice cars, still very good to have, but they, they're not as important, and they're not as, they shouldn't. You be more in awe of a brand new Aston Martin, Rolls Royce, which these institutions are. They are the biggest factors that will bring the money through to Kaspa and to cryptos in general. And a lot of the exchanges right now, I believe, will also, not survive when this crypto cutting happens as well, because the whole element, they're going to shift as well. In the stock market, you don't have like one platform that's also custodying and offering, the product. You have one that does one and one does the other one. So you'll see a shift in that narrative, I imagine, as well in this space. Did you / get any NFTs? I got a Lacho legendary NFT. I'm super excited about their future. I did not, but I do want to. I'm going to be looking into it probably sometime this month if I still have time to do it. I'm right now. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for the next paycheck, really. But I'm going to be looking into it. I do want to get one. But Nacho, I'm very bullish about Nacho as well. Just bagged more Kaspa at nearly 11 cents tonight. Living the dream. Massive from you, Stu. I love to hear that. Hello, DD. Hey, QC. I sold all my alts 1 week ago. I think I was a little lucky. I did the same with Kaspa and bought it back after the Fed meeting. I thought as Kaspa pumped, but not luckily on this one either. Yeah, I mean, big up to you, DD. That's a great, convenient, if you want to say, convenient call. Maybe you're a bit lucky, but maybe you also had a little bit of a sixth sense of what's going to happen right now. And yeah, alts are bleeding right now. You've definitely saved some capital, so that is great to hear, my man. Love to hear that. And maybe if you choose to, again, not financial advice, choose the time to DCA back into your holdings, because again, that's if you choose to. I still personally believe, and institutions believe as well, and the documents I provided to the executives here showcase proof from institutions, their research papers, that we have still got more to come. So I'm not worried at all. Patience is definitely a virtue, and I think we have it in abundance for Kaspa. Bitcoin's Kaspa testnet. That's what Dr. Walter Heiberg said, and I believe that as well. I'm a miner and can tell you miners are leaving Kaspa, not the other way. Only think keeping the hash rate are big companies. Okay, well, again, I cannot dispute that. Because I don't mine Kaspa. I know people in my community who do mine Kaspa, and they may give you their own 2 cents on that as well. And I wouldn't be surprised because Kaspa price right now is not rising, hash rate is rising, so they're not making as much money. But I mean, hopefully that'll change in the future. I mean, I'm not sure. Again, I don't know what you're mining then, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be Alpium, whatever it may be. Right now, the hash rate's staying high, and yeah, maybe it's a result of centralized authorities like Marathon. But I do believe that when the price does rise, the miners will come back in full force. And as highlighted here, the rewards for Bitcoin are going more and more. The post all highlights here, the rewards for Bitcoin are running out more and more. And because there's no use case for Bitcoin because it's too slow, it means that Kaspa will have that extra benefit as well to Bitcoin. Because it's going to be quick enough to be able to utilize as a medium exchange. In 4 years, everyone in Kaspa will be elites, 100%. You'll be able to say, just how people who bought Bitcoin really, really early were saying, oh yeah, we saw about Bitcoin at this price, you should have got in when we listened to us. We could say the same thing for Kaspa as well. Oh, Buff Link, is that the new Nacho NFT? Ooh, I see you. I started buying the Kaspa dips. Can't wait for more USA central exchange listings in 2025 and hopefully zero tax on crypto. I mean, if Trump gets his tax to go through and they work, that would be zero taxes. I think that's his whole idea for why doing it. So yeah, that could be very big. Bunch of centralized coins, ew, yeah. Nacho committed 100k to the documentary. If they mint out NFTs, that is huge. That is very, very big. Of course, the more the better. We can see it reaches that much. That could be Netflix, Amazon levels. What are your thoughts on One Fuel? I'll be honest, didn't look into it much. I saw they won the INTBA, DeFi project. Oops. I saw they won the INTBA, and I was like, okay, cool, great for them. But I didn't really look into it much. I might give it a look into. As they won it, so maybe it's worth looking into. But yeah, it wasn't really something that I was particularly that bothered by, truth be told. I just said congrats to them on Twitter because I thought, they won the ceremony, they beat Kaspa. That's worth a praise, I guess. If altcoin market is 3 trillion, do you really think Kaspa can take 280 billion? I don't know, because Kaspa's still too early. I don't know. I don't think so. Not this cycle, at least. Because realistically speaking, what tends to happen is you'll see Bitcoin is just over half. So crypto gets to 6 trillion, let's just say. Bitcoin will be around 350 or 3.5 trillion market cap, which puts it in and around, 160, 170k. That's typically what you see. Bitcoin slightly over half, which means you see about 2.5 trillion. Point being, you see Kaspa therefore reaching, I guess 1% of the total market cap of altcoins. And, or even, is that 1% or is that 10% even? That is 10%. Tell a lie, it's 10%. Okay, Kaspa reach 10%. I think it's a bit much this cycle. Future to be sure, but this cycle I don't think Kaspa can reach 10% of the altcoin market cap. It's just too early. It's just not. It's got big developments coming through that will come through the cycle, and seemingly now in time thanks to Trump doing this stuff. But I think it's just too early for it. It won't have the time to build its adoption up enough. But it will set a great foundation for its future, and it will still do very well this cycle. I'm still optimistic about that much. And Trump again thinks giving it more time now to have this later cycle top, and therefore have more time to make the developments come out as well. Check out the all-time yearly chart on Mexi. Interesting, all that green. I did see a post about Kaspa having, Kaspa having just green, like every single year. Even last year, where Kaspa didn't do much last year, it still ended up green. So Kaspa's the only project that every single year ended up green, which is a very big thing. This is what people were celebrating, centralized crypto. I'm not celebrating centralizing crypto. I'm celebrating institutions coming in to bring more money into the space. But that's why I'm in Kaspa. I'm in other projects because centralization's going there, like XRP, and I know the money's following there, so I'm hedging my bets on them. But I'm in Kaspa because that is a hedge against the centralized authorities. You can make Kaspa more centralized by having the the marathons taking up more of the capital and whatnot, and the holdings, and the exchange is holding more as well. But Kaspa is still fundamentally the most decentralized project in the space. To my knowledge, it is. It had no ICOs. Every other project in the space had ICOs, pre-allocations, whatever it may be. Bitcoin's got too much from BlackRock now. So Cryptony says, so Cryptony disagrees, saying it's not true. My ASIC and GPU, I mine ASIC and GPU than every computer that can run a node in the house. It runs a node. I do everything I can to help secure the network. Okay, keeping it secure. There you go. In Sweden, we have a special platform where everyone buys crypto stocks. It's called Avanza. There are like 15 cryptos total listed, and Kaspa got listed 2 weeks ago. And that's big for Sweden. I know. I have connections who have told me a bit about the Swedish market right now, and they're saying that the ecosystem in Kaspa for Sweden is growing more and more, which is very, very good. And we'll see that sort of happening more so, hopefully in America soon as well, being the biggest economy. So Polinsky and Satoshi, I know many people that is more Satoshi than me. Again, there's speculation about that, whether it's true or not. Whether we find out or not whether it's true or not, for me, it's not a big deal. Fact must be Tom Polinsky. He is a titan in this space. He's proven himself already, and he continues to make Kaspa the forefront of this space. I missed the stream again. Just come on. Sorry to hear that, my man. But I am now gonna try my best to make sure that I go live at the same time every single day, which is about an hour back from now. I'll be making announcements from this point onwards daily in my community, my free community, when I'm going live, so then everyone can just make sure they know. The only time that I know I'm not going to be going live at the same time is Saturday coming, so next week, because I'm also busy again. So we'll be doing another early live stream again. But yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone once more for watching today's live stream. Ultimately, I would like to believe that Trump does know what he's doing right now. We're in a lot of uncertainty right now. I think tomorrow we'll see more corrections, so I have to stay tuned for that. But I think that Trump, in a sense, has saved Kaspa's bull cycle, making sure the market will top later on, and therefore giving investors more time to build up their capital, crypto and Bitcoin. We're seeing regulators coming out more and more. Stablecoins again, very, very popular, and Kaspa still have a lot into the listing still to come to it, more developments that will let Kaspa catch the cycle. So, don't be worried. If you're watching this on playback, then, if you're just tuning in, then don't be worried. If you're watching on playback, then, well, you're welcome, I guess, for the Kaspa FOMO as always. But, if you want to know more, of course, about the space, then come to the free community here. We talk more about crypto, Kaspa, and everything else. a community where we're trying to learn more about the space and, you know, build a conviction. And if you want to be even more locked in and, you know, while there's some uncertainty in the market right now, in the last two weekly roundtables we've done in my executive community here, we have provided in-depth institutional documents that prove the sentiment right now, which is that they are not worried that the cycle is going to be ending. They think there's still a lot more upside, and they're very, very bullish on AI. So if you want to know more about that, they're already recorded and available in the community there. So you come join. There's currently a 7-day free trial period. If you like what we have to offer there, come join. We offer a lot in there, and we'll be offering a lot more as the cycle, you know, stops coming down more and more. Can I create a Kaspa channel in the Discord? Yes, I will do that as well. I won't just for Kaspa as well, because it might also help out as opposed to everyone between the general chat. Because everyone uses the general chat right now. But that being said, again, if you want to know more, again, check out the executive page here. And if you like the streams again, leave a like, share, subscribe for more. Have a great day, good evening, and good night. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care now, and have a great weekend.